Hi, I'm Shuvi Hoffman from the National Library of Israel. As we prepare for the upcoming month of Tishrei, I would like to give you a glimpse into some of our most beloved collections and also offer some ideas on how to use these primary sources with your learners. The origin of the Jewish tradition of New Year greetings is from the time of the Mishnah. According to Jewish tradition, between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, it was determined whether the following year would be a good one or a bad one. And thus it was also the time to pray for a good future and wish it upon others. The first evidence of writing New Year greetings is from 14th century Germany. In the 18th century, with the development of post, travel, and print, this tradition flourished in communities throughout Eastern Europe, and printing businesses started to print special Shana Tova cards. Shana Tova cards from Israel, both before and after the establishment of the State of Israel, depicted major Zionist values such as agriculture, the Bible, the landscape of Israel, cultural and industrial achievements, and even the army and soldiers. The National Library of Israel collects Jewish memories and traditions, and has also accumulated a large collection of Shana Tova cards that document the life of the Jewish people in Israel and around the globe. As educators, we want to empower our learners to explore their past and reflect on it. Delving into Shana Tova cards is an exciting and interactive way to do just that, and bring some of that magic to our learning. Look at these amazing greeting cards. What strikes you about the design? What interesting details and symbols do you notice? What can you learn from the card about Jews of that time or place? True, we don't tend to send letters by mail these days, but we can send a graphic on WhatsApp or post our Shana Tova greetings on social media. So what would you include in a Shana Tova card? What symbols, design, and content would you incorporate and why? Have your learners design and create Shana Tova cards of their own, either inspired by a specific card they loved or based entirely on their creativity. Yom Kippur is a day of prayer, reflection, and atonement. With primary sources, we can introduce a different angle to this solemn day and also practice the skill of comparing and contrasting. The learners can analyze, interpret, and evaluate various works of art depicting Jewish observance of Yom Kippur. Our collection of artwork depicting Jewish soldiers on Yom Kippur during the Franco-Prussian War is a perfect place to start. The Franco-Prussian War was a conflict that took place in 1870 between France and a group of German states. A major victory occurred at the Battle of Metz, and ultimately the war ended after the siege of Paris in January 1871. These primary sources depict the battle in Metz. They emphasize the Jewish soldiers' alliance to Germany and the German non-Jewish soldiers' readiness to protect the Jewish soldiers during their prayer service. German Jews viewed this scene as evidence that they were fully fledged members of society, fiercely patriotic while also faithful to their heritage and traditions. These images reflect both religious and national values. These creations are not necessarily historically accurate, and they may be exaggerated versions of the historical event, but we can learn a lot from them. What messages were the artists trying to convey? What was the status of German Jews before and after this battle? How did it change over the years? These images reflect both religious and national values. How have Jews balanced these two values over history? Do you see conflicts between particular religion and nationality, or between integration in society and preserving one's culture and tradition? Have you ever been in a situation in which different parts of your identity clashed? How did it make you feel? What did you do? For the creative activity, you can have your learners take a look at Jewish observance during a historical event in your home country. Another option is to create a choose-your-own-ending story in which the main character faces a conflict between two parts of his or her identity. For more resources and ideas, visit our website, the National Library of Israel for Educators. Wishing you a Shana Tova.